let's move on. The San Francisco 49ers.
Recap. This is going to be a fast recap.
Yes.
And we want to cover what was good last year, what was bad last year, what did you forget about last year, how does that affect this year? They were just fucking awesome. Third in rushing, fourth in passing, third in points.
Just keep going down the line. You
Same
still got
head
time.
coach coming in. They don't have an OC really that I could find.
Head coach is too good.
The coaches are great. They are losing Clint Kubiak, who is now the OC for the Saints. That will be different, but this team has lost offensive coordinators before. Mike McDaniels was an offensive coach on this team, gone to Miami. I'm sure there's others to name.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, doesn't matter. They're not stopping because of they're losing this coach. Last year, offensive line, they were aging. They were still good. There's some cracks there. If this team does take a step backwards, I would think this is kind of where that happens on the offense.
Yeah. Moving on to the quarterback position, Brock Purdy, ranked 6th last year.
He was great.
Currently ranked ECR 11. I think what's so impressive about Purdy, ranked 6th, not a running quarterback. That just shows you how good the rest of the offense is.
It's a great offense. I think 11 is a great rank for him. Like I said at the top of the show, it's going to be a fast one. I think the ranks that the expert consensus ranks are pretty spot on with where I would put them. Brock Purdy, someone who was really efficient last year, got a lot of fantasy points and a lot of yardage for the amount of times they were throwing. That will come down. So when you hear people give analysis like Brock Purdy can't do what he did last year, I'm not paying for him to do what he did last year. I'm paying to finish 6th. I'm paying for him to finish 11th. And I think he can do that pretty easily.
Yeah. Running back room, Christian McCaffrey, ECR number 1.
He's number 1. Should be number 1 overall in any non-2 quarterback league. He's great. He's amazing. Yeah. He'll score 1 million touchdowns every single week. He'll run. He'll catch. Whatever your format, just draft him.
Yep. Elijah Mitchell, ECR 55.
I wrote him down as a true handcuff.
What does that even mean?
Well, I think that's what I was going to follow up and say. In past years, people would say, I'll draft my running back and I'll draft the guy behind him in case my guy gets hurt. That was a thing like 10, 15 years ago. It's kind of faded away some. Elijah Mitchell, if you are in a deeper league, like just grab him if you have CMC, or just grab him even if you don't. If Christian McCaffrey gets hurt, you're drafting a guy at rank 55 who would move into top 10 running back because we would expect all the production to go right to him. And it's just a really good offense for running. Like McCaffrey's amazing, but we've seen him do it with lesser guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Moving on to that wide receiver room, Deebo Samuel, ECR 15, Brandon Ayuk, ECR 10, this third guy.
Yep, there's 2 other guys there. Ricky Pearsall, first-round rookie, ECR 72, which I bring up because I have no idea what's going to happen this year.
Yeah.
News this week, Brandon Ayuk is saying the 49ers don't want him back. The 49ers will put people into kind of that metaphoric doghouse. Brandon Ayuk has been there. Brandon Ayuk has been very, very good with the 49ers, except for 1 year when the coaches just didn't really want to play him. I don't know what was going on with them butting heads or anything. He just wasn't getting played. But I'm not questioning it, but there's a year where he just wasn't out there. And now he's unhappy. Is this another year where he's just not out there? They have options for other guys to come in. Ricky Pearsall could take targets. Deebo could step up. The offense could flow through George Kittle. All of that is just saying, like, I don't love drafting any of these guys right now in June.
Yeah. A lot is up in the air in this wide receiver room right here. You know Brandon Ayuk is good or has been good with Purdy. You know Deebo Samuel is a very good player as well. Yeah, just wait a couple months and then you'll feel a lot better.
Yes, I'm probably not drafting any of these receivers unless it's like September. And I have an idea of, has anyone been traded? what's going on, their contract situation sorted out. I would draft Kittle higher right now based on not knowing what's going on with the wide receivers.
Yeah, definitely. And jumping into that tight end position, George Kittle.
Yeah, I think he's like
It's
consensus rank 5. He's really good.
Yeah, it's very good.
If anybody gets hurt on this offense, that does narrow the amount of players that are getting production, and that helps out George Kittle. But with as many guys on this team catching the ball, scoring, there are times where players can disappear, and that can happen to George Kittle, unfortunately.
Yeah. Prize pig here. It's pretty easy. It's Christian McCaffrey. He's on the front of Madden. Come on.
CMC.
If you're not betting every single week that CMC gets 2 touchdowns, you're just losing money.
You're just a coward.
Yeah. Who's your blue collar hog on this team?
My working man's hog. I gotta go Brock Purdy. He's got a blue collar name. He's out there just getting pretty solid production every week in, week out. Not totally a star at this position. I think you get good value out of him.
Yeah. Anything else to say about the Niners? They've been good. They're gonna be good.
They're gonna be good.
They're gonna be good.
They're gonna be good. I would be really surprised if they were not good. And you
would need like 6 major offensive players to get injuries for this team to not be good.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. It's a good team.
Great team.